Hey everybody, it is Chris Groves here. I'm with Albert Fernandez, Matthew Stine, and Gabriel. Gabriel, go ahead and introduce yourself, guys, and we're going to get started.
Hey
How's it
everyone,
going,
Matt.
guys?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Go ahead, bro. I give you the pleasure, bro.
All right, I'll go. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Albert Fernandez. I'm here with Matt and Gabriel. Go ahead, guys.
All right, Matt Stine here, coming to you. We're gonna give you a little information about this amazing product, and we'll let Gabriel introduce himself as well.
How you guys doing? Gabriel from Miami. Pleasure to be here with you guys.
Glad you have you on board, Gabriel. All right, so first and foremost, I just want to go ahead and share my screen real quick. And I want to show you guys that this Adsense account is a brand spanking new. It's McDonald Milford, so remember that name. We'll just go to all time again. And now it has 2 page views because that's actually me setting it up, right? So I have 2 page views on this account. Hey, there's nothing at all on this account. It's brand new, okay? So by the time we're done with this webinar, we'll see how much we've made. I just gonna go ahead and crank our system up, and then we'll see what happens. So I'll just go ahead and let Matt take over, and he'll explain some more about how our system works. Let me just go ahead and cancel this screen share. All right, Matt, go ahead, buddy.
All right, thanks, Albert. So basically, guys, I just want to talk to you. Sorry, I got a cold. I just got back from the Dominican Republic, and I must have caught a cold here traveling. So bear with me.
Hey, 1 second, Matt. Sorry to interrupt you there. Just wanted to real quick just say about my room. This isn't my room. It's my girl's room, right? So just in case if you're watching this and you're thinking something, these are my girlfriend's walls, okay? you can take it over. Just want to add that in there, you know?
That's all right. Pink rooms are trending now.
Yeah, and that. They're definitely trending. You're going to paint your room pink, bro. It's that white walls. Oh, no good, man.
I want that luxury peak.
Go ahead, Matt.
So thanks, Albert. All right, so basically, to give you a little bit of a background about myself and Albert and how we kind of met together, my kind of journey with online marketing and whatnot started back in 2001. And to fast forward some, I was doing article marketing and everything like that, where a lot of newbies start out. And I had always seen banner ads and whatnot on sites and always wondered how those people actually made money with those. So fast forward into about 2005, 2006, I started to work with Google AdWords and as a PPC marketer promoting CPA offers. And if you know anything about CPA marketing and PPC marketing, which is pay-per-click marketing, you'll know that it's intensive. And to start out as a newbie in a platform like that is very difficult because you need to learn tracking, you need to learn the different types of offers that convert and the payouts of them and how they pay you. And you really got to dive into whether you want to build a list, whether you want to build landing pages, and those things can be very overwhelming to a new person coming online wanting to make money. And people will fill your head with a lot of, hey, join CPA and make $10,000 next week, and it's so easy, it's point and click. Well, as more you get into it, you learn that, yeah, CPA is a nice way to make money, but it's a lot of things you have to learn. So as we got into PPC and doing pay-per-click, we seen that there, like I was telling you earlier, these banners that were on all these sites, and we started to shift our info to a different type of marketing. And to fast forward now into 2014, we were looking back at Google and back at a program they have called Adsense. And what Adsense is the marketers that do PPC marketing putting their ads onto other people's sites as placements. And when you become an Adsense marketer, you become an affiliate of them basically, they'll give you a code, and there's several different codes, and we teach you exactly what codes work the best to make the highest amounts of profit. We teach you how to set up a site that actually is point and click. You just drag and drop the information, and you don't have to worry about tracking. You don't have to worry about the extensive cost per clicks and everything like that. Basically, what Adsense does is pays you for a click instead of you paying them to generate a click. So it makes it really, really cool, really, really amazing profits. We've already had testers of the system spending anywhere from $20 to $80 and making in the same day, that's why it's same day revenue, making anywhere from $215 all the way up to $1,000 plus. And you can imagine the ROIs when they seen this, you know, at anywhere from 800 to 1,000 plus ROI. Now, with conventional CPC marketing and running pay-per-click advertising, you were lucky if you seen 100% ROI, and you were happy to get, you know, double your money. It was a good thing. You actually made your money back. You made a good return. But you know, when we started to test out the system and it grew into an easier and easier system, it was amazing that we were going from 100 to 300 to 500 to 1,000 plus % ROI, and you know, it blew our heads open, right? And we started out in AdSense building SEO sites, which is search engine optimization, and that's how we kind of got our foot into the AdSense market, into the AdSense game and the method. And we were building sites that were 100 to 300 pages and hoping that we would get, you know, the clicks to our site through the SEO, through the optimization, building backlinks and all these type of things. And we said to ourselves, how is there a way that we can go and build littler sites and actually generate large revenues without having to do all that massive work of writing the content or outsourcing the content or drip feeding it to our sites? And we came up with this method to where we could simply make a real easy site with some little bit of content on it, and we developed a way to get the traffic to the site and generate massive revenue. So as we started, we would build bigger sites and drive traffic and make, you know, 100 to 300% ROIs, and we were really enjoying that. And then we said to ourselves, how can we do less work, right? Because everybody wants to do less work. Why do you want to be stuck at your PC all day long, you know, building this and setting this up and driving the traffic and wondering if you're going to make money? So we said, okay, we took it a step further. We knocked out a few things from the whole system, cut it down, drove some traffic, and said, oh, okay, now we made 500%. We did half the work, and we made more money. So we're like, okay, let's go a step further, cut another part of the system out, see if we can go to a different type of traffic. And our results then went from 500 to 800 to 1,000%. And at that time, we were basically doing the littlest amount of work. We were working maybe, I think Albert and I were working maybe 5 to 7 days for the entire month. And when I say we were working days, we were working maybe 20 minutes that day. You know, we simply turned on the traffic, waited a while, and turned it off. So we didn't have to run around and sit there by the computer, refresh, see money. It didn't have to be that way, and that was our whole goal, was to set it up, turn it on, you know, click the button, turn it on, and come back a few hours later, turn it off, click the button, and see how much money we made. And we go about our day. We go sit at the pool. We go travel to a beach. There was many times where I was in the Dominican Republic, hit the button, run the traffic. I was in Jamaica, hit the button, run the traffic. I was in Mexico a couple times this year, hit the button, run the traffic, go out, enjoy the beach, swim in the ocean, go to a nice dinner. And there was times I'd get onto a call with Albert, and I'd be like, hey, how much money did you make today? And he'd be like, oh, I made, you know, $2,500. You know, I'd be like, yeah, I was sitting down at the ocean, floating there, and having a drink. You know, give him a picture of a drink in my hand, and you know, I made $2,000 to $3,000. So the whole system is really set up for you guys to make massive amounts of income with the least amount of work possible, and that's kind of all of it in a nutshell. If there's anything else if you want to add anything to that, Albert.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Is Chris still on? Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, thought you might have fell off there with us.
No, I'm still here.
No, Matt. I mean, you pretty much summed it all up. It was actually, you know, with same-day revenue, there's actually things you give up, right? You give up having to, you know, research keywords. You give up having to set up landers. You give up all these things because it's so easy for us to make money with our system. Yeah, there was definitely days where I would wake up in the morning and I would actually wake up, early morning and check my stats, and there were $3,000-$4,000 in various accounts that I've had. And I mean, it was just very, very life changing for me to see this type of income that I had never seen this type of income, right? So yeah, man. I mean, it's really you've added everything. I mean, what else can I say? You pretty much summed it up. It was a very, 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 it was surreal, to see this type of income just come in with such a little spend. Did you mention that we're just spending so little bit on ads?
Yeah. Well, the one thing I wanted to say too is that the whole way it changed our lives as well. Like the amount of spend was very minimal. I mean, we literally were getting domains for 15 to 88 cents a piece. So your costs for domains were dirt cheap, and your hosting is like a couple dollars a month, $3-4 a month, and the traffic, the amount that we were spending on traffic was, I believe I was saying like $20 to $100 would generate us anywhere from $200 to $1,200 plus dollars
Right.
in a matter of a few hours.
Absolutely.
And one amazing thing that helped. Oh yeah, sorry, Albert. One amazing thing when Albert started this, I didn't know if you wanted to tell a story or not, but he was just getting he was just getting laid off from his job. I said, Albert, we got this AdSense thing. Let's take it now that you have time, you have spare time. Let's take it from these measly 100 to 300% profits and see how far we can push this thing. And a couple months later.
Just want to add one thing real quick. When I got it off, I had minimum amount of cash to spend, right?
Right.
We had that's why our spend was so little, because I didn't have money to spend. I couldn't spend the money. I honestly couldn't. I had like one check. It was $800. I had just gotten laid off. I had no money to spend, so I didn't want to take all that money and toss it into like something like CPA or something like that, because what if it doesn't work? It was basically a test that we were doing. So that's why we started buying cheap domains, cheap hosting, and then began to do this type of stuff because I didn't have the money to spend. So that's go ahead, Matt. Just wanted to add that in there.
Yeah, that was one of the precursors that Albert's like, listen, I know you're doing this way and this way, but he's like, I can't wait for these profits to come in. I just don't have the money right now to generate this type of income, even though I see that it's there. So I was like, okay, well, with us working together, we can definitely figure out a way to take the little bit of money that you have, a couple $100, put it into here, and then generate this income. So that's when it went from 300 to 500 plus ROIs, because we decided we could cut out .coms, we could cut out certain types of hosting that wasn't needed. People will tell you, you can't run a business if you don't have VPS. You can't run a business if you don't have a dedicated server. But that's not true. We don't use any of that stuff. So, and those types of materials and those products that you have to buy are very expensive. Like dedicated server could cost you $100 to $200 a month. So without having to pay for those type of fees, it was really easy. So Albert was able to get started and set up from the little bit of money he had to get going, and I think you had out of pocket maybe $100 that month. So it was real cheap to get going, get started. And to fast forward, just a couple months ago, Albert's now bought a Corvette. He's driving around down there in Miami, in his nice white Corvette. And it's helped me go all over the world. I mean, one of my goals and one of my things was not only to help other people make a life-changing income, but my goal was to also travel around the world and enjoy life like it should be, not to be sitting stuck at a 9 to 5 every day, or dreading what my boss called me up, hey, can you go here, can you do this, we need this done now today. It's like, I don't need any of that anymore, and that's what now we wanted to share with everybody out there, that this is something that everybody can use, everybody can get involved with minimal amount of investment to get started, and really, really see that life-changing income that can help you live the dreams you really want to live. Like, do you want to go, some people just want to have an extra $300-400 a month to pay extra bills, pay off their house, maybe buy a new car. Some people want to travel, some people want luxury items, and that's what this can really give you, is those experience that you've really wanted. You really want to live your dreams. That's what we're kind of helping everybody achieve.
That's awesome. That's really awesome, guys. You want me to share kind of my experience?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Chris.
Yeah, so I actually just started this method yesterday. And here's the really cool part, is these guys made me spend a whole $5.30 to get set up. I tracked all my spends. So the thing that's funny about this is, after buying just a couple domains, brand new websites, so just keep that in mind. So even if, you've never had a website before, you think you have to have an H site, it's not true. We bought brand new websites, cheap domains, got the setup, and the setup took less than 2 hours, I kid you not. So $5.30 to get that part set up, and then my traffic cost, which was a mind-blowing like 27 bucks. But a few hours later, after I spent the 27 bucks, I made over $240 in my AdSense account. This is day one, brand new AdSense account, because my previous account, my original account that I had with AdSense that I set up like 4 or 5 years ago, was banned. So if you have a banned AdSense account, don't worry. There's a way around that. So even if you've been banned with AdSense, so just keep in mind, brand new website, brand new domain, brand new AdSense account, brand new everything, as if I was a newbie. I've never even done this method before. And when they told me about it, I was just shocked, because I've done traditional CPA. I still do traditional CPA marketing. And, I have 100% plus ROI. On a really good day, I'll do 300% ROI, but usually not too much past that. And so when they were showing me these 900%, 1,000% ROIs, my jaw just literally hit the floor. I was like, you got to be kidding me. What's this method? And so that's exactly what they're revealing in same-day revenue. And so I can tell you from experience, after using the system hands-on, that it does work. And if you do follow the strategy that they give you in this course, in this training, you're going to be able to do the same thing. And you don't have to go out there, spend a lot of money. I spent less than $30 to yield the results. That's counting traffic cost. That's counting setting up the domains and everything like that. You don't have to have this aged website with all these backlinks. You literally set everything up the same day, which is really what I like about the system, and you can make money the same day. But here's the key word, right? You have to do a little bit of work. So you can't just open up an AdSense account and just expect the money to come in. No, you have to do the setup. You have to follow what these guys give you. And I promise, if you follow exactly what Matthew and Albert put together, you're going to get results. That's like a guarantee. There's no guesswork. I think the only thing that's going to vary for each person is your ROI. So, like they were telling me that a bad ROI is 500%, which in my world, 500% is not a bad ROI. So, just to give you an idea, like I said, my ROI is bad compared to some of the days that they've had. So I spent, like 27 bucks to make 240. And they've had days where they've spent $30 and made over 1,000. So that's the only thing that's probably going to vary, and that's going to vary on your traffic source. So pretty much, if you follow what they give you, you're going to be in profit. They've told me, hey, we've never lost money. We don't know what that means. We don't know what negative ROI is.
Hey, Chris,
so I get a kick about that. And what I like the most is that even if you are a newbie, you set up, you put in the work, you're willing to set up, the website, follow the instructions. They're putting everything laid out for you. You just have to follow them over their shoulder, follow their advice. You're guaranteed to get results. And I can say that you're guaranteed to get results. Unlike with traditional CPA, where there's testing involved, you got to set up your tracking, you have to optimize your offers, you have to test offers. Not every offer is going to convert. And even if you have like 5 offers that are in the same niche, out of those 5, you may only have 1 offer in that niche that converts, because it depends on the advertiser's landing page. This is AdSense, so all you're really counting on is clicks. Clicks generate you revenue. And that's what I really like about this method, is that it's appealing, it's fast, and it's newbie friendly. If you do the work and you put it in, you're going to have no problem. So I can attest that it does work. Awesome system. I don't know what else to say. I'm impressed.
Well, that's great.
Gabriel, you tested this as well. What were your thoughts on it?
Oh man, I'm a lucky guy, bro. That's all I gotta say. Dude, let me tell you, man. I was browsing on the Greg Davis fan page, and I saw Albert, and I said, dude, this guy lives in Miami too. So I contact him. Finally, blah blah blah. Long story short, we meet up in Starbucks, and I open my laptop, and he's like, yo, what are you doing? So I show him what I'm doing. He shows me what I'm doing, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm doing CPA. Luckily I'm between 40 and 70% ROI, but I'm spending a lot of money. that a lot of people don't have the cash flow. That was my biggest problem when I started. Cash flow, right? Because you gotta have the money every day. So he's like, what, 40 to 70% ROI? And I'm like, yeah, dude. And he's like, oh man, I'm doing 1,000 plus. And I'm like, my jaw was like, I go, what? And he says, yeah, dude. So we built a relationship, and I got to test drive the system. Literally, I spent 25 minutes, and the website that I built was like just copy paste, like Matthew said, right? And I'm like there, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But the next day he says, oh, you're set up already. I'm like, what do you mean I'm set up? I'm set up. And I'm saying, okay, so I should run traffic now? He says, no, dude, just wait tomorrow, 7 a.m., turn on the traffic, everything is on pause, right? And I'm like, okay. So next day, bro, long story short, the alarm sounds 7 a.m. I'm like, bro, I go to bed like 4. So I'm like, oh man, should I wake up to this shit? So I left my laptop next to me. I opened the laptop, right? And I just unpause the traffic. That's all I did, unpause the traffic. So we meet up the same day at like 4 p.m. in Starbucks. He says, so have you checked your Adsense account? I'm like, no, I haven't checked it. And that was when I shoot the testimonial video. I'm like, I haven't checked it. So I opened the laptop, checked the Adsense account, and I had spent $27, and it was like $800 and something. That is a 2,900% ROI. So I let it run until like 8 p.m. I didn't want to go past too much. And so when I paused the traffic, we did the numbers. I spent $97, and my account made $1,240.97. And since then, I'm like, bro, I've been wasting my money on the wrong spot, So now it was so easy, bro, that it's like I want to get my mother to do this, bro, because it's like I feel like anyone can do it, bro. It's just literally copy, paste, turn the traffic. It's like just a guru saying, the play push, put them that, This is really like you push play and that's it. You see the money coming in. It's mind-blowing, man. I mean, this is going to change the industry, bro. And a lot of people, it's serious shit, bro. I'm sorry, but crazy, man.
I completely agree. I think it's going to change a lot of people's lives, and that's one reason why, because it's not just about helping ourselves anymore. It's actually about helping other people. And I know starting out, it is hard if you don't have a lot of extra money, because some campaigns, you're going to have to spend $2,000 to even see any return. It's just the way it works, depending on where you're running, what you're running. With this method, it's very, very low out of pocket. So even if you have, $30, $50, it doesn't cost anything really to set up an AdSense account. Really, your only costs are getting the domains, getting your website, and the traffic, which is very minimal. You hear the ROIs. You heard Gabriel say that he spent $27, and he was already at 800 by the time he spent $90. He was at 1,200, and that's just ROI that's unheard of. But it's unheard of until you understand this method, until you actually go through it and see it, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. So
right.
I like it.
Chris, when you did your run, I actually had increased the bid so you can get results right away, because you wanted to see results within an hour. So that's why I increased the bid, and that's why you spent $27. Because if not, you would have probably spent $27 and had the same ROI Gable did. But because you wanted to see, right? You wanted to see how it all works. I had actually increased the bid really, really quick for you, so you can get the quick traffic, and that's why you spent a little bit more and saw lower ROI. But even the ROI you had was what, 500%, 600%, or something like that. Yeah, that's low. That's something that we don't want. That's us failing, actually. When we see these type of ROI, we don't like it. We get upset. We're like, man, we should. It's not a good ROI. And I remember when Albert approached me and he told me about this method before I even got to see it. He said, you can't fail with this. And I was like scratching my head. I was like, how can you not fail with the method? Because in CPA, you got to test offers, you got to do this. He's like, you turn on the traffic and you make money. And I didn't believe him at first. I was like, there's no way. You just turn on the traffic and you make money. But no, it's true. So if you, and that's why I can say this again and again, over and over, that if you turn on the traffic, you follow exactly the steps that they give you. Like, you have to do the work. You have to put in the work. Let's just be honest. You have to set up the domain. So much work. You have to put in a whole 1 to 2 hours and turn on your traffic to make money. Otherwise, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get any results, of course. But that goes with anything, right? This is not just some get-rich scheme or the next rev share or whatever. It's AdSense. It's legit. It's legit traffic, everything, and it's mind-blowing. I mean, I had to sign an NDA, so I can't say too much. But once this course comes out, same-day revenue, you're going to get access to the same information
that's going to be life-changing, especially for someone who is on a lower budget.
Yeah,
Not
it's.
only,
Go ahead, Gabriel.
I just want to add that not only that, that you guys put the system together thinking about people who doesn't have money, because I literally spent, I was lucky that day, but it was the domains weren't so I spent a penny for a domain. Remember, a penny for a domain.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Albert told me, he's like, man, we make sure everything in this system is for people who doesn't have the budget, so they can get started right away. They don't have to have expensive hosting, expensive tracking. It's like literally with I will say McDonald's meal and a couple Starbucks coffee. You put the money into Adsense, and you will be set for the whole week. You know.
Yeah,
They made me spend 30 cents, so I feel the pain. I had to buy 2 domains, and I spent 30 cents. So that was like the most I spent all day.
I know, man.
It's crazy when we were buying standard domains. You know, they were $10, $12 a piece, and we're like, this is ridiculous. Like, there's got to be a way we can get cheaper domains. And the more we researched it, that's what's really cool about the system is you guys get to really take a shortcut, because me and Albert have spent so many hours and hours of testing and days and months of really going through and testing it to really cut the cost down to the bare minimum that we possibly can. And you know, if you do catch a sale one day, you know, like Gabriel, when he got a penny for a domain, it's just it's pretty amazing. I know when we went from spending $10 to a domain, and we were then getting them for 88 cents, we were like, this is kind of expensive, 88 cents. And now I think they're, like Chris was saying, they're about down to 15 cents if you catch them on the right day. So I know we bought a whole bunch of them in one day. I said to Albert, it was May the 4th be with you, and they were running a discount, and we were getting them for 26 cents, and we're like, yeah, all right, we went from 88 to 26 cents.
You gotta take advantage.
That was a good day, man. We bought a lot of domains that day.
So yeah, I mean, I hope everyone here that's watching this and really is interesting sees the power in it, and that you know, this isn't like Chris said, it's not a get rich quick scheme. We're not saying that you don't have to do anything. There is going to be some setup, a small learning curve, not much, and transferring domains and setting up a simple little site, and then, you know, setting up the traffic is really easy, and we're going to give you multiple places to actually get the traffic. Obviously, there's an income disclaimer. If you don't do the work, you're going to make no money. So that's the disclaimer. You know, if you put the time, a little bit of time in to do it, you're going to make some money, and you can make a lot of money. And we're going to show you inside the course A to Z of actually running this and setting it up, and every single thing that you need, all the shortcuts that you can take. As of right now, the training is over 20 videos long, and it's going to be longer because we're constantly adding and updating, and there's going to be case studies involved, and it's going to be really, really cool when we launch this thing, that everybody's going to have a chance to actually change their life. And I don't know, we've been talking. We're not even sure how much of this we're even going to let get out because it's so powerful. So you know, anybody that's watching this, definitely be on the forefront, because if you miss out and we decide to close it down, we're not sure if we'll open it up again after that. So just be ready, be on the the list of the updates and when the launch date occurs, and it's going to be super exciting, and we really want to help everybody out there change their life for the better.
Yeah, and I know you guys have been doing this for a while, because this has been like a really primary source of income for you guys. So that's just one way to show you that it's legit. You know, they didn't want to release this, they didn't want to share it, but if you go through Matthew's or Albert's Facebook wall, you'll see, you see them just crushing it out with AdSense, getting these payouts. It's just really incredible. So for them to release this to the public, it's actually doing a huge benefit, I think, to the person who doesn't have a lot to spend but wants to try something new. And really, as far as the learning curve goes, you learn it once, and it's really easy. Like going through everything that we did yesterday, setting everything up. It's not really that hard at all. It's just small little setup steps, and that's it. You set it up, you turn on the traffic, and that's all there is to it. There's really nothing more than that, other than the strategies that they give you, of course, which I can't reveal until the course comes out. But You know, it's really just turn on the traffic. You can't fail. There's no hand-picking offers. There's no going through networks. You don't have to be in any CPA network. Nothing like that. So it's completely a game changer. I haven't seen anything else like this. So it's completely a unique strategy.
Yeah,
thanks, Chris.
absolutely. One thing I do want to add is that right, it's a full plug-and-play system. There's no need to actually do that. You know, it's the system that we've developed was actually aimed towards people who didn't have much money to spend online. You know, the coming in, when you come in and you get our system in your hands, once you see what we have going on, you're going to understand why we're able to make so much money and spend so little cash. You know, it's basically aimed for people who have no, you know, low income. You know, we do want to change people's lives. We do want to, you know, have everybody who has never made any type of money online be able to come in and just get this small learning curve. You know, get our system and be able to use our system with whatever money they're making. They could just set aside, you know, if they want to make maybe, you know, I don't know, $500-600, they can set aside $10 every single day and just put $10 into the system, and you're gonna make $400 or $500 that way, you know. And that's the thing that we wanted to do. We wanted to create something for those type of people who didn't have any money, because I've been there. I started making, you know, when I started online, like Matt said, you know, I only had $800 to my name, and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was extremely confused online. There's a lot of systems out there who you know, promise things that they barely deliver. You know, so we wanted to have something that was concrete and it was very, very good. You know, and aimed towards people who don't have money to make. You know, who don't have money to spend online. You know, that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, kind of bypass all the complicated setups and complicated, like Chris was saying and Albert was saying, of joining CPA networks and trying to get it approved. And another thing about, even with CPA is great. I love CPA. I still do CPA on the side, not as much as I did because of you know how easy I can generate income now. But you know, I was generating $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day with CPA, and but when you do get into CPA networks, there's one thing that can be hard for some of them is they'll limit you to the amount of offers that you can run there, because they want to make sure that you're not trying to game them or trying to grab money from them in some illicit way. So a lot of the CPA networks that you join will actually cap you off and only give you a certain amount of products to actually promote through there. So that was one of the hard things for a lot of people that were getting into like CPA marketing, is they were like, well, I just joined this network, I got in, but they're only letting me run, you know, zip submit offers that pay $1.50, or some of their simple lead offers that may pay $3 to $12, and they couldn't get into the high ticket offers like maybe credit reports and the higher ticket weight loss offers that were paying $30, $40, $50, sometimes $80 a sale. And that was one of the things that we were looking at when we were kind of putting this whole system together, is to kind of bypass that massive setup phase and massive initial you know, process to get into the CPA networks, build your name up with the CPA networks, build the traffic, build the optimization and all that. Was there something else you wanted to say, Chris?
Oh, no, I'm just saying you're spot on with everything. I mean, the way that this has been built out for everybody, so it's just, you know, it's just incredible. And in just a moment, I think Albert's probably almost ready to share the results, or we might need a little bit more time. I know it hasn't been too long. But you remember, guys, at the beginning of this, he shows you a brand new AdSense account that he just started, you know, no previous earnings. He started a brand new website. So, you know, it hasn't even been, probably hasn't even been a full hour yet.
Yeah, it's been only 50 minutes.
Yeah, what was crazy when we set this up to share this information with you guys today, we had to actually wait a little bit for the code to go live on the site so we could share the information live. And I don't know about everybody else, but when I go to buy a course from somebody and they can show me like live information or live logins to their CPA networks or whatnot showing they actually made money, it's pretty cool because you can actually see that they're really doing it. They're not just showing you screenshots from something that was days or months or even a year ago. And that's something a lot of people do when they launch a product. They'll show you these screenshots that are just even old information or possibly not even information that was made money that was made with that product.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true. I think even Albert, or maybe you, Matthew, you had some payout information just to show that you've actually been paid out by Google as well. Do you have that up right now, or?
Oh yeah, Albert, do you have that information? You want me to share that information?
Yeah, see if you can share it. I'm just checking out some stuff here.
Okay, let me pull that up. Yeah, I'll show you some payouts that I received.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, like I said, this is one system that you can actually, there's not too many systems out there. There's a lot of training out there. You buy a $97 course, a $200 course, but not too many courses out there will let you make your money back the same day that you grab it. You have the opportunity to do that. You can't just buy the course and expect the money to come to you. You have to buy the course, follow the training, implement the steps. But if you do implement the steps and you get it done the same day, you get everything set up the same day, you can start making money, not just money, make profit the same day. So there's really no other training that does that where you actually can start making profit the same day, which is why they went with the name Same Day Revenue. It's one of the very few courses, if any, out there where you can get started right away and make money, and it's pretty much guaranteed. If as long as you do the setup and take the time to get everything set up that needs to be completed in order to start getting results.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll share my screen now and show you some of the deposits that were made right into my PNC bank account up here in Pennsylvania. We have what's called PNC. Let me share my screen here real quick. I believe it's the entire screen. Is that right, Chris?
Yeah, the entire screen. Yeah, that will show everything.
Okay, let me know when you guys can see my screen here.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. So this was just one of the little payouts that I got, and one thing we do in the system is we teach you about how many accounts you need to run and all those to go into it. I don't want to go too much into it to give too much away, but these are several different deposits that were made. You can see here it was just over $900, and here was one for $1,000, $1,100. So you can see that these are all coming from Google. So that nothing was blurred out or anything like that. These are information that goes right into my bank account. It's just I set up a notification so that all the payments would notify me when they came in, so I get them right to my email. Nice one there. And you can see as time went on and we were doing more and more testing, we were deciding how much we could actually run to an account and get paid out. And we did more and more of these testings, and you can see actually the income grows all the time. So we weren't just settling for $900 or whatnot. We were trying to push it to where we felt comfortable and that we could actually get paid out and not put our accounts in jeopardy. You can see.
Right there.
Yeah, had some good ones come in. This one actually even went up a little more, and we started hitting into the $4,000 range. And after that, I said to Albert, I said, well, how much more do you think we could push it? Can we go a little more? Can we go a little more? And it's always about when we were testing, we were always like, can we do more? Can we get higher? Can we get more revenue? And it's like, where is the limit? So we had to find the ceiling, and that's one thing we did for everybody that's going to get the training in the course, is that we kind of pushed it to where we thought the ceiling was going to be, and then we went through that ceiling, right? And when we went through the ceiling, then we know, okay, now we have to step it back a little bit and then test a little more, and that's what's kind of nice about the course for everyone that's going to take it, is now they know where the ceiling is and they know where they can push it. Now, if you decide to go a little further, that's fine. Just know that you can risk a little more that way, but if you follow exactly what we're teaching you, then you're going to know where it's at. And here was a nice one, over $7,000. And this next one was one of the biggest ones. It was $7,500. And actually pushed it a little bit further after this one to over $12,000. And that was where Google wasn't really comfortable anymore. So we kind of backed down a little bit, to stay around these comfort zones. So yeah, you can see these are direct deposits right to the account. And I was very happy when I was getting multiple deposits of $7,000 to my bank account.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's great. So that just shows you that this is something that is long term. But make sure you follow the strategy that they teach you. Take their advice. They have experience with this. Don't go too crazy. If you go crazy, that's kind of on your own. But if you follow what they give you, you're going to be completely okay. So
Yeah,
just keep following.
we're gonna actually tell you in the training like how much you should push and where those limits are, and like Chris is saying, if you're gonna go a little bit further, then we're not gonna take responsibility for that. But if you follow the instructions and follow the setup, then you'll be good, and you'll get those payouts coming in.
Awesome. How are we looking, Albert? We need a little bit more time, or?
I have some images here as well that I could show. Actually, I think my traffic starts at the quarter, so at 4:30 is when traffic started, actually. So yeah, we definitely need a little bit more time, but I could definitely show some images of here what we got here. Let me just share my screen real quick with you guys. Hang on a second.
Sometimes when you start traffic, that's pretty normal. There's a delay.
Yeah, there's always definitely a delay. Oh, can you guys go ahead and see my screen?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to show you guys. This is actually one of our I actually pushed it here to over 9 grand, March 1st. These are actually some recent payments that we've had. Some more recent payments there, recent payments there. These are actually Google deposits into a bank account that I've had. Some more deposits here. We have yesterday's earning there. We have the spend. Some more deposits. We have these high CPCs. If you take a look at high CPCs over here, over $1 CPC with our system.
Yeah, and just to point out real quick, Albert, on that last screenshot for those $1 CPCs. When people do SEO traffic and whatnot, they're lucky if they're getting 20-cent CPCs, and they're really happy. I've talked to guys that do straight up SEO websites for AdSense, and if they're hitting 20-25-cent clicks, they are really happy. So when we started seeing these dollar CPCs, where we're amazed at how much money was really coming in.
Yeah. No, and check out these CPCs, Matt. Remember these right here?
Yeah, I remember the day you sent me that image, and I was like, you gotta be kidding. You got over $16 clicks.
Look at this, Chris. We had over $16 a click.
Wow, so 23, if I didn't read that right, 23 clicks made you $560.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you read that right, 23 clicks made me $266 over here. 9 clicks made me $150. So I told that I think I spent $11 on this ad to make over $650.
That's just incredible. See, I mean, I was getting 60-cent CPCs yesterday, so I was pretty happy with that. I mean, you're paying pennies for the clicks, so it's like I said, there's really no way you wouldn't go into profit. Following, once again, just a disclaimer, given that you actually implement the training and you follow what they teach you.
Yeah, I think I was at the pool that day, and Albert sent me that, and it came up on my phone, and I was like, I thought I was seeing it wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is this? He got $670 some, and he had like, how many clicks was it, Albert? Like 50 some clicks.
Yeah, it was like it was 89 clicks. Like I had 89 clicks, and I had made over $650 with this.
And I said to him, I'm like, wait a minute, then you must have really been spending a lot to get the traffic there, to get the clicks, and he's like, no, he sent me another picture. It was like $11 some. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, I had spent so little over here. And then here's a picture of the deposits. Just a big number there to show you guys the more deposits that I've gotten into my bank account. So yeah, I mean, it's this system really, man. There's nothing like this out there at all on the internet. It doesn't exist. We created this, So I do want to say that you're not gonna find anything else online like this.
Yeah, you might have other people trying to do different methods, but it's probably nothing like what you guys put together. I can rest assure you that. So.
Yeah, the techniques and the system layout that we put together and the way it's all performed is, I mean, I've done a lot of research online about AdSense and the different types of methods that people are doing, and I could never find this type of setup or the way we do things anywhere online. So. Yeah, like Chris says, there is a lot of things out there about AdSense, and they're more about building big, complex sites and getting backlinks and doing a lot of legwork, and then hoping to maybe make a couple $100 in a month. not $1,000 in a day.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, to make $1,000 in a day with our system, you don't need a lot. You just need to wake up in the morning, turn your traffic, even provided that you set up everything how we taught you, right? Like Gabriel said, you wake up in the morning, you turn your traffic on, and that's it. You're done. You're done. You can go ahead, shut your laptop off, walk away, go do what you got to do. When you come back, 3 or 4 or 5 hours later, you're gonna have, if you have enough traffic, you're gonna have about $1,000 made in your AdSense account that exact day. And this is, I'm telling you, doesn't exist online. It doesn't exist online.
Can I share my screen so you guys can see what I earn and show you the cost per click and all the stuff?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just gotta see myself, right? I get excited every time I let it go. All right.
Yeah, it's just amazing because you really don't want to be, a lot of people regret all the years they spend like wrapped up at their job, and they see their kids. They see their kids only on the weekends, and they don't ever get to see them grow up. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm gonna log into my Outlook account and check this out, bro. And I'm gonna go to, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go to performance report. And let me do last 30 days. Look at that. One day, June 3rd, when I run the traffic. Boom!
That's crazy.
This is crazy, bro. Look at this. My earnings was 47 cents per click.
You're probably paying like, what, 5 cents a click for the traffic, give or take.
Oh, man, I was beating 0.0002. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah, no, it's the traffic. The traffic is actually something that we keep private for people who actually buy our system. So we don't it's actually legit traffic. It's not anything like robots or anything fake traffic or anything like that. That's not what the system involves. So yeah, the traffic is good, and that's actually one of our main things that we concentrate on. That way we're able to make so much money with AdSense. I'm actually gonna check my account real quick.
Yeah, it's real important that for AdSense, like, they'll know if you're trying to use bot traffic and stuff. They'll pick that up so fast, and they'll just shut your account right down. And that's why a lot of people have lost accounts in AdSense, is because they were trying to use, these bot traffic types, fake clicks and things. They would buy, 5,000 bot clicks, and then they would go, "Oh, my account went down the next day. Well, what happened?" Well, you can't buy that kind of thing, and that's not what we teach.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely 100% right.
There's a lot of methods out there where you see people, that they get their AdSense account banned and they don't know why. Well, it's basically because you're using bad traffic. Google is not somebody, they know when you're trying to use bad traffic. That's actually what we've at the beginning we've had accounts that went down due to bad quality. So we actually began testing and finding out more better ways to actually implement the system. And then our accounts last much longer, and because we're using legit traffic. It's original. It's not anything fake or anything like that.
Yeah, the amount of testing and stuff we did to find out what you can use, what you can't use, what you can do, what you can't do is very extensive, and that's why we felt comfortable that we can release it to people now and minimize the risks.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys have taken out really all the guesswork for people too. You've tested it. That just shows a lot that they've consistently done this. Like I think Matthew, you were saying you did this since February of last year, or maybe even longer. But it just shows that you've had consistent. You've went through the testing. You went to spend your own money basically, so that way when people get this course, all they have to really do is just follow from your experience. You're taking a shortcut basically, versus someone trying to learn this on their own.
Right.
Yeah, there's thousands of dollars you could spend in trying to test this and figure these systems out yourself, and even after spending all that money, you still may not get to where we have gotten the system now and the method now. There's just you know, Google is a big animal, and they're top of the heap, and you have to really know what to look for in order to make the system work the proper way and to generate these type of profits with it. And without all that information, you're just you'll sit there and light your money on fire. So that was the whole point of gathering all the information and putting it out for everybody.
All right, so give it a little bit more, and then we'll check, because traffic had just started, and remember AdSense is slightly delayed. So when the impressions start, it takes about 20 minutes for it to show on their side. So once one shows, I'll just go ahead and switch over and show you my my earnings.
That sounds good. We're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I know you guys are.
So yeah, guys, stay tuned, because below this video, if you haven't seen, there's going to be, well, depending on where you're accessing this video, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, there should be a link somewhere around where you can get on the updates list. This course hasn't been released yet, because I already have people inbox me saying, where do I grab the link? Where do I go and grab this? It's not released yet. It is going to be releasing June 28th, which is about 2 weeks, give or take. It's going to be launching on JVZoo at exactly 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so June 28th, which is a Tuesday. So that gives you guys time to get everything together to get this course. And the course is going to be affordable. It's going to pay for itself in one day. I think we can safely say it's going to be under $400, under $300. So just to give you guys an idea without revealing the exact price tag. And it's going to give you pretty much everything you need to do to get results like this. And so you shouldn't have to even worry about buying the course, because if you guys do follow it, you're going to make your money back the first day or maybe the second day, depending on how fast you get everything set up, right? Because there is a part that always depends on you. You should make your money back plus profit without even having to think about it. Plus you learn something really, really cool that you can then go and generate profits again and again and again.
Yeah, what's really nice about it is just the average person can use the product, get it working. You don't even have to be a marketer. You don't have to really know anything about marketing. Once we got things more tested and more streamlined, we even had Albert's girlfriend was running it, and I don't believe she's ever done anything online other in marketing. Is that right, Albert?
No, she nothing. This is her very first thing, and she was making a lot of money with it as well. She's still making money with it, you know. She runs this every single month. She runs AdSense as well.
Yeah, so it was so simple that we could even get her doing it and just showing her the exact methods that we were doing. So it really is for everybody out there. It's not really something that has to be someone that's already been in the business or been into some type of marketing. You really can just pick this product up, follow the system like Chris and Albert have been saying, and Gabriel, and really go at it. I mean, Gabriel, I don't know, how much AdSense experience did you have before this? so, I mean, he had none at all. So, and he was able to bust out $1,200+ in one day.
I'm telling you, I was setting up the website, and I felt like I told Albert, that's it. He says, yeah, you said that's it, bro. And I had the traffic on pause, and at the next day, 7 a.m., like he told me, I woke up, just hit unpause, and that's it.
So really, yeah, it really proves how easy it really is to just get going. Gabriel was able to.
I'm telling you, bro, my mom is gonna be able to do this, bro.
Yeah.
One question, because I have a lot of people who want to get access to this as well, and they're international. Do we have any problem with the international people, or no? Can they do it as well?
No problem with international at all.
Oh man, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
That's another nice thing. I'm glad you brought that point up.
Yeah, that's a good point to bring up, because I had some international people asking about it too. So you could pretty much do this. You don't have to be in the United States, right? That's what you guys are saying.
Perfect.
Right. I think the only problem you might have if you were in some of those places like Nigeria that have a high fraud rate of internet, period. So other than that, there's not going to be an issue with this worldwide.
That's perfect. I'm gonna put it to test. I'm going to Uruguay next month, South America. So I'm gonna set it up over there and see if I get some dad. A lot of vacations.
Yeah. It's actually when I went to Jamaica in last October, just this past October, I was able to turn mine on when I wanted to run it and let it go while I went down and jumped into the ocean for a while and had some lunch, and then I come back up, pause the traffic, and go about my day.
That is amazing.
I remember when I took my trip to California, I had actually spent on that trip about $5,000 or so. I went to Universal Studios. We stopped at a bunch of states and dinner, ate, stayed at the hotels. And I remember every night from the hotel, I would just open my laptop up, cut my campaigns on, wake up the next morning, I had already made over $2,000, $2,000. So I had spent $5,000, but on the trip I had made over $15,000.
Yeah.
Just that weekend of me taking a drive up to California was amazing, man. Yeah, this has definitely been life changing. I'm not, I feel blessed, bro, to be able to make this type of money from home.
Man, what I think is that, to me, because this is what happened now, right? I'm living off the internet. You guys are living off the internet, right? I'm recently fairly new, probably like the past 5 months I've been full-time online. But think about it, man. For whatever the price you guys are gonna charge, which to me is ridiculous, stupid low, because I spent a lot of money in order to get some type of success in order to quit my job. But if you think about it, man, this is really gonna change people's life, because I was talking to a friend of mine who has a regular job, and they make like $700 a week, and he busts his ass working. You know what I'm saying? And he was looking to a new place to move in, and the rent was like $1,600. And he's stressing about it because he doesn't know if he's gonna be able to afford that, because he has a lot of bills to cover. And what happened is that I think that your mindset is start to change when you start earning a lot of money. Like I'm talking about 5,000 and up, and for people who I was there last year making $1,500 a month, it's unreal. It's like, how I'm gonna earn 5,000 from a computer? People don't even believe that. But if you put this to test, you're gonna see that your whole paradigm, your whole mindset is gonna change. Because imagine yourself spending $100 and making $1,200, which is like 2 weeks of your time, your life that you only live once. Time is unrepairable. The most valuable thing you ever have in your life is time. To spend with your loved ones, with your friends, with your baby, with your family. Not building someone else's dream. You know what I'm saying? Working in a cubicle or in T-Mobile or in McDonald's. It's like, dude, you guys don't realize it, but what you guys have right here and you guys offering to everybody, it's going to be life-changing for everybody, because this is not like Chris was saying, Matthew was saying that, man, you got to find a campaign, learn. Dude, I spent a lot of money to make a campaign profitable, and a lot of people want to know how it is. And, bro, I think this is the best program I ever seen so far online, and I've been only five months online, but I'm telling you the truth, bro, from the bottom of my heart, this is gonna be like, you guys are gonna blow it out of the world, bro. It's gonna change a lot of you guys. You guys need to do a Facebook group like right now, bro, and have everybody there, because it's gonna help a lot of people to quit their jobs or even to generate extra income and hopefully quit their jobs, because once they start earning the money that they're gonna earn, it's gonna change everybody's, help family members. Bro, we can talk about, long and long, bro. But remember, average people, bro, makes between $1,500 and $2,000 a month, and they're up to here, bro, with bills, credit cards. They're tied up on credit cards, and interest rates are off the roof. Like it's insane. It's a rat race. It's insane, bro.
Credit card, like you got a good point there. Credit card rates some of them are 26%.
They hit you up. They hit you up with a 1 year 0 rate, and after that, you get like 24% interest rate. You know, I've been there where it's like.
Yeah, I know when I first started making this kind of money online, and I would tell my grandma about it, and bear in mind my grandma's 89 now, and she'd be like, "That's all a scam. You can't make money from the internet. They're never gonna." Graham, it's in the bank account. It was deposited. It's there. It's like, no, you have to work a job. the older generation, they believe that, you had to get out of school, go to school, and then go to a job, and then that's where you were for the next 30, 35 years of your life.
Yeah, man. It's sad. It's sad that when you get to experience this making money online, you start thinking about your family. I just want to take care of everybody, so everybody can stop working and enjoy their life. It's like, man, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is.
Thank God for the internet.
It's giving a lot of people a lot of freedom.
Oh yeah, dude.
So yeah, I mean, this system, there's just nothing like it out there, man. Nothing like it. It's a little bit longer, so this could update, so I can show you guys a nice number.
Yeah, don't worry. It hasn't really been that long. I think when you're on a webinar,
It feels like it's much longer.
For a webinar, it can be a little lazy, but I mean, really, you turn on the traffic. I mean, here's ideally what you're going to be doing. You're going to turn on the traffic. You're going to go kind of about your day, whenever, depending on the time you turn it on, and then come back to it, and then bam, check it. It's not like you have to sit at your computer watching. I mean, you can if you really want to. Let's be honest. If you really want to sit there at the computer and watch your earnings go up, if this is your first time making money online, it's probably going to be exciting. You're going to be sitting there on your AdSense account, refresh. Maybe even watching your little ad spend go up. Oh, it's got $20. Let's go check my AdSense account.
It's funny you say that, Chris, because that's exactly what we were doing when we first discovered this. You know what I mean? We'd sit there and be like, oh my God, it went up again. Oh my God, it went up again.
Yeah, then after you do it for a while, like I do this full time with CPA accounts, you really don't check your accounts as much, I used to have it on my phone, refresh. Now I check it a couple times a day. It just becomes like an everyday thing. You already kind of know what's going to happen with your campaigns. You already know how much you're going to make. You're like, oh, that's cool. You just go about your day. You don't have to be stuck to your computer all day long, trying to make money, trying to recruit people. I mean, if you learn how to, drive traffic, really that's all you need to master online. Master traffic, master conversions, and you'll never have to work again. I mean, that's just the truth.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a free tip for everybody out there.
Yeah, the moment I started mastering traffic, like I've tried stuff in the past, tried different programs. I've even bought some programs recently that were $2,000-$3,000, and you can't really go out. See, it's interesting. I bought this program that was like $3,000 just recently, but it was just more of showing, this. Hey, this is my campaign. But hey, it doesn't mean that if you set it up, you're going to get results. This is how I do things. This is how I set up my tracking. And I paid $3,000 for this particular training. And with what you guys are charging, this is something that you can actually go out and it's actionable content. Like there's courses out there where it's just, hey, let me show you this, but yours is actually actionable, which means a lot. The word actionable to me means, hey, I can go out there, follow what these guys are doing, and if I follow what they show me, I'm going to make money. There's not too many trainings out like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's I've bought a bunch of courses like that myself, and it was like, when's the training? Like, when are they going to show me how to do the thing? And it's like, they're just talking about doing it. They're not actually showing how to do it.
Yeah, no, I purchased trainings as well. That it's. I remember when I first was interested in making money online. There was a course. There was a gentleman who I paid about $1,500 to coach me, and I learned absolutely nothing. This was before I actually met Matt. I learned absolutely nothing from that coaching. In fact, I felt like in a way like I got cheated, And it was about CPA, but the more I began to look into CPA, it's the fact that I had learned. He had taught me the right system, but the fact that I had to go look for offers, join networks, that became very, very hard for me to do until I got with Matt, and he was talking to me more about how it works. So that's the difference from our system with other people's system,
It's crazy. I think your system is gonna do really well. What I'm thinking as myself that I use it once, because I've been there. I purchased. I remember one night being 3 a.m. sitting in the computer. I purchased iPads. I got all the upsells. Then I got redirected to Empower Network, and I ended up spending like $3,000. The next day, my heart was like, "Oh my God, I just spent $3,000." And then you don't go over the course, but because it takes time and in order to see results. But your system, it's a plug and play. So once you do the work, like Chris is saying, and you put it to test, you turn on the traffic, and you see the revenue coming in within the 24 hours. That is gonna take your conference level up to another level, and that's gonna, you know, it's gonna make you change the mindset of I was there, like buying courses and not implementing, because you have the fear that you're making only $1,500 a month and you just spend money on something that you don't know if it's gonna work. You know?
Yeah, that's a great point, because
Yeah,
a lot of these courses you'll spend that kind of money on, and they'll give you so much information that you're just like you're drowned in information. You know, it's like when do I get to the point where I can actually implement it and make money? And it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, well, even sometimes, you know, when you implement, depending on the course, there's a lot of testing involved too, which
Yeah.
requires money, you know. A good example is, you know, I'm always spending money testing offers, but you can lose money just as fast as you make it in CPA. That's the truth. I'm just being honest with you guys. You can go out there, test a new campaign, and it's going to bring you a negative ROI, meaning you actually lost money. You know, you spent $200 in traffic, you didn't make any conversions, or maybe you spent $200 on traffic, you made one conversion worth $30, so you're negative $170 right now. You know, and this can happen a lot with CPA, but with your method, you know, that just doesn't happen, which is really cool, which is why I'm actually happy to share this with a lot of people. I want to get this out to a lot of people because I know it's going to help change their lives if they actually go out and apply it.
Yeah.
All right, so let me check here real quick. So this is traffic just started right now, but no worries. There's enough to sort of show on here, just so we can see our spend and earnings. So I spent 25 cents, okay?
I see your smile.
Wait a second, listen. So
Oh my God.
you know that when traffic starts, you know, it's not, you don't get get like a mass traffic right away. So so I spent 25 cents, okay? And I've made, with 25 cents so far, I've made a total of $10.17. 25 cents. Now listen, traffic's gonna start booming in right now because now it's picking up. This is gonna quickly go. This should go up in the next 20 minutes or so to at least $300-400 and within the next 20 minutes or so. And I kid you not. Okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes. 25 cents. Let me just check the R on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the ROI's got to be amazing just on.
Yeah, it's and Adsense is delayed too. So let me check here. 25 cents.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you get into it, you understand that, you know, when you turn on an ad, you know, if you've been doing this for a while, you already know. When you turn on an ad, it's not like the traffic just boom comes right away. So for those that are new or that haven't done this, you know, you start on an ad. Usually, it has to get into the system. You know, depending on the system where you're advertising.
I'm sorry, turned up. You're also placed in a line with people who are actually, you know, or not. So traffic does take time, but with a 25 cent spend, I've made $10.17 for an ROI of $3,968.
That is insane.
He'll be sharing that in just a minute with you guys too, I'm sure, or when it goes up again. That's awesome.
Yeah. This is you know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And this was set up just before we started the webinar, so not too long ago. You know, not at all. You know, during this webinar. And like I said, the traffic didn't start right when we started this webinar. It sounds like there was maybe about a 30-minute delay, give or take. So really, you probably spent 25 cents in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, once it got out of the queue process and the traffic started generating.
Yeah, I mean, all you can buy for 25 cents right now in this economy is maybe a gumball. Well, no, I think they even raised the price to 50 cents. For a gumball. You need 2 quarters in the machine.
Okay, I just show real quick my my screen for a quick second so you guys can see the impressions that I've gotten so far. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now
I've gotten only 79 impressions, which is nothing, and I've already made $10 in this account. Okay, so that's insane. With just 25 cents worth of spend, okay, Chris? $10. And you guys can see the same Adsense account and everything that we started. And it's today. So, can you guys still see the screen?
Oh, yeah.
So that's an ROI of 3,968%. Okay, and traffic just started. So we'll check back here shortly. There's a lot of people who have never even made $10 online, you know. So this is I was talking to he had made a whole 20 cents with AdSense, and he had spent maybe about a month running it, and he's trying to get his site to rank and SEO, and it's just a pain. And I'm just telling him, look, that's not what I do, you know. I don't do that. I don't have to rank a site. I have to do none of that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I did AdSense. Actually, I started AdSense when I was 19, right out of high school. I got into it. I built out a blog, and I actually posted a bunch of links on Reddit to get traffic and a bunch of backlinks. It was a lot of work, and the highest month I had, and I was working like every day on the blog, more than even building the content, because it takes so much time to build out the content too. I was just putting backlinks together, you know, getting social sites, all that good stuff. Which I was very happy, but you know, all it to even you know, making anything with it.
Yeah, not a lot of people. To make money with AdSense is not easy at all, unless of course you have our system, right? But it's really not easy at all. There's a lot of people who struggle to make money with AdSense. You know, they don't know what to do. They spend hours upon hours building a website. You know, we teach it all, man. I you know, like I said, this has been very, 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 you know, life changing for us to be able to go from making, you know, 100% return on investment with CPA, like you were saying, to making over 1,000% return on investment, and reducing our spend down to $20 a day, $15 a day, and that's really what's going to impact people. I know for a fact that that's what's going to change a lot of lives out there, because there's people who don't have money to spend on ads, you know, and then on top of that, they don't have money to test. You know, because it's not just spending it on ads, it's testing with CPA. You're testing to find a winner, right? You're testing to find a winning landing page, you know, keywords. It's a test. With this, it's all done. You know, we provide everything for you, you know?
Yeah, we're even going to, part of the training, you know, and some of the bonuses is, you know, going to be different types of...
I just cut you off for one quick second there. We had just checked our earnings, and it was $10, right?
Uh-huh.
You guys go ahead and see my screen. So there's $28 already made in a matter of what? $10 made in what, like 2-3 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
$18 just right. An extra $18 right there just made. So we'll just keep checking back here periodically, and then this will just continue to rise. I mean, traffic's already started, so.
Now I understand you can't reveal your traffic source because that's
right.
But take a screenshot and put it in Paint, you know.
Yes, I'll definitely have a screenshot here so you guys can see my spend at the end of this webinar with some images, and but you guys will see the earnings live. Now, like I said, traffic just started, so I'm probably gonna have $100 within the next 15-20 minutes or so. So yeah, it's that quick. We man, I love this. Still gets me excited. That's all. This still gets me pumped, Chris. It's incredible. It still gets me, bro. Every time I cut it on, it's just incredible. It's incredible.
I mean, now, this is at $10. Now the traffic is actually moving. You know, there's that little delay or lag period, and you know, you get impatient when you do this for a while. You're like, oh, come on, I just want the traffic to start. I just want the traffic to start. It's literally like printing money.
Right. No, it's the delay. Because I remember one time, me and Matt were I think we spoke about this a couple days ago. We were actually running traffic, and AdSense was delayed that day, like very, very delayed. You know, it was like hours, like 4 or 5 hours had gone by, and we had made maybe 15 cents. It was delayed. You know, we called each other like, hey Matt, you know, what's going on with your AdSense? And he's like, oh, mine is nothing. I don't know what's going on. So we paused everything. 2 or 3 hours later, we had over like $2,000 in the account because we continued to traffic, thinking that you know, or something on our end. So we just, man, that account, we blew it up to like $2,000 that same day. It was within 4 or 5 hours, we had over $2,000 in the account, and it was a delay. It was crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I think that's good for people that do take the training, is to know that, you know, your reporting is probably never going to really match up, or it's always going to be a little bit off with what you see in the traffic versus, you know, AdSense.
All right, Chris, let me just go ahead and share here real quick. You're probably
this is good. This is good. I'm excited.
It's fresh again.
You guys see this? $28?
Yeah.
So hang on a second while it refreshes. Let me just get it on there 1 second. See, it's slightly delayed, but give it a quick second. You'll see the change right now. Hang on. It was just there. There you go. So, $4 and 10 cents.
Nice CPC.
Right, yeah, CPC should go up. Hang on, let me see if there it goes. $54. Since it's
60
slightly
cents.
delayed, so
You might have to do like a hard refresh with your browser. I don't know.
$54.11. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was 47 cents a CPC at cost per click, and now it actually went up.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's good traffic. That's what it's telling you, right?
Right. Yeah. That's
Yes.
what's great about it, because when you see those CPCs rise, you know that there's quality traffic. It's real people clicking. It's not bots. Because if it was bot stuff, you would see that CPC crash. Yeah, and you actually see the click-through rate go up.
Right. My click-through rate was good, but it's because it's early on. It's early on, so the click-through rate will definitely decrease a bit here in the future. Like I said, it's early traffic, but I just shared my screen. It was what, $28, 54. It was 10, then 28, now 54. I'm sure when I change it up, it'll be $100. And again, it's only been what, 20 minutes or so.
Since the traffic actually started, yeah.
Right, because there was a delay. There was a delay with the traffic, But that's fine. I mean, it's a normal thing. Like I said, I usually just cut my traffic on and just put my laptop, close my laptop, and walk away.
I'm excited to see the spin. I'm excited. You probably spent a whole like what, $1, $2? I don't know, maybe a little bit more.
Let me actually check the spend on that.
Are you able to do a Jing?
Yeah, I could actually do a jing. Not right now. Let me just check the spend.
Just of the actual cost area?
Well, remember the spend refreshes every hour on the traffic source.
That's right.
So I won't be able to see the spend right away. Am I still with you guys? Are you guys still here?
Yeah.
Just making sure you guys haven't dropped off or anything.
No, we're solid this time.
I'm just having some vitamin C.
So yeah, I mean this nothing like it.
Well, what's going to be awesome is the people that stayed to the end of this webinar and actually watch this, and now they're going to be jumping out of their seats. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be like, okay, when are we going to see something?
I know, we have them waiting right now. They're probably like, come on, guys. What do you guys want to talk about? Weather? No.
Fast forward to see the earnings live. I mean, like I said though, there's people who will spend years upon years doing AdSense, and they can't generate this what we just generated in a couple of minutes with AdSense. They can't do it. They just can't.
Chris made up a good point earlier about testing CPA offers and whatnot, and saying that sometimes at the end of the day after testing, you might have made $30, but you spent $100, $200 or something to make that $30, and it might take you days and days more of testing to actually even break even at one point, to where set this up like we're saying, follow the simple training, and actually you can see income that day.
But I can tell you from personal experience, I've gone out of pocket $5,000, $10,000 on some campaigns before I made them profitable. And the reason why I kept going, from experience, is optimizing, getting out of the red and into the green, basically. So some campaigns you have to spend a lot, tweak, adjust colors on the landing page, make adjustments with traditional CPA before it's profitable. So depending on your campaign, you may have to spend $5,000, $10,000, and then after that it becomes profitable. And then you can actually start scaling it, but you're still out of pocket.
Yeah, right. And you got to sit there, and sometimes just changing the color, like you were saying, of a header, or just the font or something, could change the whole dynamic of your income. So it's really crazy with CPC.
All right, guys.
That's why a lot of people quit.
I'm really sorry to cut you off there, Matt. I'm really sorry. I was actually doing a screenshot here of the spend and the earning. So I did manage to get a spend here real quick, a spend image that I do want to share with you guys. Chris, this is probably gonna blow you away, okay? Because let me just find it here real quick. See where I even saved it at. Okay, well, anyways, I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Let me just actually here it is. I found the ad. Oh man. Okay, here it is. Let me just open this up real quick. So
I'm excited to see this. The spin is always the fun part.
Chris, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So we're doing. Go ahead and do a screen share real quick. So you guys can see my screen.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So here's my ad spend for the day. Okay. Hang on.
Wow.
Hang on.
Oh my God, dude.
Look at that.
Oh, it matches. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Well, I want to put that on 1,000 impressions.
So yes,
And check this out.
1,000 impressions. There's about 1,000 impressions there. $4.22 spent. Let me check the ROI on that actually. So
you see it matches up. There's a little bit of delay, but that just goes to show you guys that this is legit. You know, like the impressions match up. This is not being faked or anything like that. It just blows my mind.
It's a $422 spend, $34 return investment for a 3,000% return on investment ROI right there.
I wasn't joking, guys, and I told you my 900% ROI was nothing for these guys.
You see that, right?
This is. I'm telling you, there's just nothing like this. There's just nothing like this on online. It doesn't exist. So those who stayed to the end of the webinar and actually watch this, they're just gonna. My mind is blown right now. Okay, and I do this every day. Okay, and every
$4 every day, right?
Right. And every time I see this type of return on investment, it still excites me. It still excites me because can you see that $4? $4, Chris. $4. Do you have $4 to spare? Make $4.
I think everyone does. Like everyone watching this shouldn't be making excuses. $4 is nothing. You know, you're going to spend $4 on a drink. There's, you know, everything.
You still there? Oh, I believe that it was a little bit blurry. Yeah, definitely. $4 is nothing. It's nothing to proven system. This isn't something that you're going to be testing. Again, it's a proven system. It works. It just works. As you guys can see live, it works. You know?
Well, you can buy 3 double cheeseburgers at McDonald's from the dollar menu for about $4, or you can spend $4 and make 134.
You know, Matt. I love. You know, I like that you say that because when I go shopping sometimes and I find like something that costs like $100 or $200, I'll do that times 3,000%. So I feel like I'm spending. You do that too?
Yeah.
I'm like $200. This is I'm spending $6,000 here. No, I don't want to spend it. You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Every time I buy something now, I think about, well, okay, how long do I have to run my campaign to make back my money?
Your mindset changes. Yeah, I know exactly how you guys feel. Your mindset changes. It's actually a good thing. But no, that's incredible. So for everyone that's watching, you guys can see. You stay till the end. I'm sure you know we'll post some screenshots, put it on this page as well, what it looks like tonight or in a few hours. But we don't want to keep you guys here this long. I think this has been pretty good. If you guys want to add anything, go ahead. If not, we can wrap it up.
No, I think I appreciate you, Chris, and Gabriel, and Alberta for sure for getting on this call today and actually sharing all this information with everybody out there. And stay tuned. When we release this, get on the early bird list or the notification list that will be somewhere below this video or on a page directing you to this video, and get ready. I mean, it's going to be really exciting, and we want to help as many people as we can.
All right, guys. Thanks for sharing this opportunity with everyone.
Actually, before there's actually one thing I do want to add before we get off this call, and that's actually my earnings is up $192, so almost $200 here within a couple of minutes, and it still is the same Adsense account as you guys can see, and it is today. So yeah, it's a blessing, you know, to be able to do something like this.
Show the month, Albert, real quick before we go.
The month?
Yeah, just so they see that, you know, it's.
Okay, yeah, it's today.
The only day.
Yeah,
June 15th. That's the day that we're recording it, June 15th.
Right. So it's $192.83 here made on June 15th. So it is today. You know, it's telling you. This isn't a matter of minutes. So yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
Actually, go to your tab and go to today's date, just so everyone knows for sure that this is show them today's date in your search.
Oh, okay. I could definitely search that real quick. What is today's date?
So
Wednesday, June 15th. Yeah, June 15th. We're trying to be extremely transparent as possible, so you guys can see that our system is unique, does work, and will definitely work for you as well. So yeah, Chris, thanks for everything, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate Gabriel coming online and sharing his testimonial. Thank you, Matt, for the demonstration, for the explanation, actually. And I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, proof is in the pudding. There's just documentation beats conversation. There's really nothing else more to say. Just show the proof, right?
Exactly. I liked it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.